Imagine a world where some of the greatest breakthroughs in history were nothing more than the result of a lucky accident. What if I told you that the very antibiotics that saved millions of lives, the adhesive that holds your post-it notes, or even the breakfast cereal you had this morning were all discovered by pure chance? In today's video, we dive into the fascinating stories of 15 accidental discoveries that changed the world forever. These tales of serendipity are a testament to human curiosity, the unexpected, and how a simple mistake can lead to greatness. Welcome to Wonderworld, where we explore the curiosities of the world around us. Today, we're uncovering the incredible and often surprising stories behind some of history's most game-changing discoveries. Stay tuned, because these stories will blow your mind. And who knows, you might even look at your everyday life a little differently. Our first story begins in 1928 with a man named Alexander Fleming. Fleming, a Scottish bacteriologist, was in the midst of research on the flu virus when he made a discovery that would revolutionize modern medicine. After returning from a 2-week vacation, Fleming noticed something unusual. One of his petri dishes, left out by mistake, had developed a mold. But this wasn't just any mold. It was Penicillium notatum, and it was doing something extraordinary, killing the bacteria surrounding it. Fleming's keen observation led to the development of penicillin, the world's first true antibiotic. This discovery has saved countless lives, combating bacterial infections that were once considered deadly. What began as a fortunate accident became one of the most important medical breakthroughs in history. Next, we journey to 1895 to the lab of Wilhelm Röntgen, a German physicist. Röntgen was experimenting with cathode rays, a type of radiation, when he noticed something peculiar. A fluorescent screen nearby began to glow, even though it wasn't in the direct path of the rays. Intrigued, Röntgen placed various objects between the rays and the screen, including his hand. To his amazement, he saw the shadowy outline of his bones. Röntgen had just discovered X-rays, a form of electromagnetic radiation that can pass through most substances, including the human body. This accidental discovery transformed medicine, allowing doctors to see inside the body without surgery and diagnose conditions with unprecedented accuracy. Today, X-rays are a routine part of medical care, all thanks to Röntgen's unexpected find. The microwave oven. Have you ever wondered how the microwave oven was invented? It all started with a melted chocolate bar. Percy Spencer, an engineer working with radar technology during World War II, was experimenting with magnetrons, devices that produce microwave radiation. One day, while standing in front of an active radar set, Spencer noticed that the candy bar in his pocket had melted. Intrigued, Spencer began experimenting with other foods, eventually realizing that the microwaves could cook food quickly and efficiently. This serendipitous discovery led to the creation of the microwave oven, a kitchen appliance that has since become indispensable in households around the world. What began as a melted snack has revolutionized how we prepare and reheat our meals. Teflon. Next, we move to the story of Teflon, a discovery that made non-stick cookware possible and found applications in various industries, including aerospace. In 1938, chemist Roy Plunkett was working for DuPont, experimenting with refrigerants. One day, he found that a gas he was using had unexpectedly polymerized into a white, waxy substance. This substance was extremely slippery and resistant to corrosion. Plunkett's discovery became known as Teflon, a material that is now used not only in cookware but also in industrial applications, plumbing, and even space exploration. Teflon's accidental creation is a prime example of how an unexpected outcome can lead to a revolutionary material with countless uses. Vulcanized rubber. Rubber is an essential material in modern life, used in everything from tires to footwear, but did you know that vulcanized rubber, the type that doesn't become sticky or brittle, was discovered by accident? Charles Goodyear, a self-taught chemist, was obsessed with improving rubber. One day in 1839, he accidentally dropped a mixture of rubber and sulfur onto a hot stove. To Goodyear's surprise, the rubber didn't melt. Instead, it became firm and elastic. This process, known as vulcanization, made rubber durable and weather-resistant, paving the way for its widespread use in manufacturing and transportation. Without Goodyear's accidental discovery, we might still be struggling with rubber that's unreliable and prone to degradation. Velcro. Sometimes inspiration strikes in the most unexpected places. In 1941, Swiss engineer Georges de Mestral was out hiking when he noticed that burrs were sticking stubbornly to his clothes and his dog's fur. Curious, he examined the burrs under a microscope and discovered they were covered in tiny hooks that latched onto the loops in fabric and fur. This observation led de Mestral to invent Velcro, a fastening system that mimics the natural hook and loop structure he saw in those burrs. Velcro has since become an essential material in clothing, footwear, and even in space exploration, where it helps astronauts secure objects in zero gravity. This simple yet effective invention all started with a walk in the woods. Post-it notes. Our next story takes us to the world of office supplies with the invention of post-it notes. In 1968, Spencer Silver, a scientist at 3M, was trying to develop a strong adhesive for use in aerospace technology. Instead, he created a weak adhesive that didn't seem to have any practical use. Years later, Arthur Fry, a colleague at 3M, was frustrated with his bookmarks falling out of his hymn book. He remembered Silver's adhesive and used it to create a sticky bookmark that could be repositioned without damaging the pages. This led to the creation of post-it notes, which have become an indispensable tool for reminders, brainstorming, and organization. What began as a failed experiment turned into a global office phenomenon. Super glue. Super glue, the adhesive that can bond almost anything in seconds, was also discovered by accident. In 1942, Harry Coover was working on developing clear plastic gun sights for the war effort. He accidentally created a substance that was incredibly sticky, but initially dismissed it as a failure. Years later, Coover realized the potential of this adhesive and introduced it to the market as super glue. It quickly became popular for its strength and versatility, used in everything from household repairs to medical procedures. Coover's accidental discovery has made fixing broken objects quick and easy for millions of people around the world. Cornflakes. Breakfast cereals are a staple in many households, but did you know that cornflakes were discovered by accident? In the late 19th century, John Kellogg and his brother Will were experimenting with ways to create a new type of bread for their patients at the Battle Creek Sanitarium. One day they accidentally left some cooked wheat to sit out and it went stale. Instead of throwing it away, they decided to roll it out and discovered that it flaked. These flakes were toasted and became a hit among the patients. The Kellogg brothers eventually switched to corn and launched Corn Flakes, one of the first mass-produced breakfast cereals. This accidental discovery changed the way we eat breakfast, making it convenient and quick. Plastic Bakelite. Plastic is everywhere today, but the first fully synthetic plastic, known as Bakelite, was discovered by accident. In 1907, Belgian chemist Leo Baekeland was trying to find a substitute for shellac, a natural resin used in electrical insulators. During his experiments, he accidentally created a material that was durable, heat-resistant, and could be molded into any shape. Bakelite became the world's first true plastic, revolutionizing manufacturing and leading to the development of the countless plastic products we use today. From electronics to household items, Bakelite's invention marked the beginning of the modern plastics industry. Anesthesia. Imagine undergoing surgery without anesthesia. Hard to fathom, isn't it? Before the 19th century, patients had to endure excruciating pain during operations. The discovery of anesthesia, which revolutionized medicine, was accidental. It began with nitrous oxide, also known as laughing gas. Dentists noticed that patients who inhaled the gas didn't feel pain during dental procedures. This observation led to further experiments, eventually leading to the discovery of ether as an effective anesthetic. Today, anesthesia is an essential part of medical procedures, allowing patients to undergo surgery without pain. This accidental discovery has made complex surgeries possible, saving countless lives. Our next story takes a psychedelic turn. In 1943, Swiss chemist Albert Hofmann was researching ergot, a fungus that grows on rye, when he accidentally absorbed a small amount of a substance through his skin. This substance was LSD, and Hofmann soon experienced its powerful hallucinogenic effects. Hoffman's discovery of LSD had a profound impact on psychiatry, the study of consciousness, and the counterculture movement of the 1960s. While its use remains controversial, LSD has influenced art, music, and scientific research into the human mind. This accidental discovery opened up new avenues of understanding the nature of perception and consciousness. Imagine discovering something sweet by accident. In 1879, chemist Konstantin Fallberg was working on coal tar derivatives when he forgot to wash his hands before eating. As he ate, he noticed that everything tasted sweet. After retracing his steps, he identified saccharin, the world's first artificial sweetener. Saccharin became a popular sugar substitute, especially during times of sugar shortages and for people with diabetes. Today, artificial sweeteners are widely used in food and beverages, all thanks to a fortunate accident in a chemistry lab. Sometimes mistakes lead to life-saving inventions. In 1956, Wilson Greatbatch, an American engineer, was working on a device to record heart sounds when he accidentally inserted the wrong resistor into a circuit. The circuit began to emit a rhythmic electrical pulse similar to a heartbeat. Greatbatch realized the potential of this device and developed the first implantable pacemaker. Pacemakers have since saved countless lives by regulating heartbeats in patients with heart conditions. What began as a simple mistake has become a critical medical device, giving patients a new lease on life. Our final story takes us to the shores of Sardinia, Italy, where, in 1945, Dr. Giuseppe Brozzu noticed something strange in the seawater. He observed that a fungus in the water was effective against the bacteria that caused typhoid. Intrigued, he isolated the fungus and discovered cephalosporins, a new class of antibiotics. Cephalosporins became a vital alternative to penicillin, especially for patients who are allergic to it. This accidental discovery has played a crucial role in the fight against bacterial infections, saving millions of lives worldwide. Sometimes the key to a medical breakthrough is simply paying attention to the world around you. From life-saving medicines to everyday conveniences, these accidental discoveries have shaped the world we live in today. They remind us that sometimes the greatest breakthroughs come from unexpected places, mistakes, coincidences, and sheer luck. So the next time something doesn't go according to plan, remember, it might just lead to something extraordinary. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history's most serendipitous moments. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on our latest explorations into the wonders of the world. And let us know in the comments which accidental discovery surprised you the most. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because you never know when the next great discovery might be right in front of you.